We are here today with one of the witness, one of the friends that was in that controversial room with Christine Dacera. Welcome to the Philippines Web, Gigo de Guzman.
Hey,
Kamusta?
what's up? I'm doing good. Doing
It's
better.
been rough months for you guys, yeah?
To say the least, yeah.
When you started posting about it, it's like, what? Well, actually, my cousin, our common friend, sent me a message. Do you know what's happening? No, I have no idea. It's all over the net. Gigo is all over the place. Like, what? Okay, let me check. And it was like this big scandal. And it didn't stay there. It kept on growing and growing and growing. It was like, how can this be happening? What kind of country are we in again? From the very beginning, I was there posting and saying stuff against the police, but maybe they'll deport me after this video. So it's not done, right? It's still
officially it's not done because we're still waiting for the resolution from the prosecutor's office. But all I can say is that they have submitted all the evidences that they have to prove their case, and based on our point of view, there's really not a single piece of evidence that can even point to any foul play.
Mm-hmm. So you were it's a party. You were all. Is she part of the group? She's the part of the room beside.
Actually, no. Let me explain that. She is actually the one who planned the party.
She what the party?
She planned it.
She planned it. All right.
She planned the party. Yeah.
And you were friends from a long time ago.
No. Actually, I was an invited guest by Rom, her close friend. So they have their own group called Tipsy. It's a chat group, which I'm actually part of, right? Just recently. And it's that's where they planned it. The room was actually under Tin's name, and I was invited by Rom, and I was just a new guest basically. So I met most of them that night.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. And then the next day you get a phone call from the police, or how did that?
No, actually, I was with Rom when he found her.
Whoa.
Rom comes out of the bathroom. I was finished texting my mom, and he tells us that, guys, please help. She's not breathing. I'm like, oh. I jump to off the bed to the bathroom, check on her. No pulse, no breathing. So I step into action. I actually asked them to help me pull her out of the bathtub so that I could administer CPR. And when nothing was happening for the first few minutes, I decided to call the hotel for help, while the others, Clark and Rom, also did CPR on her. And
you guys know how to do that?
Yeah, I'm a indoor cycling instructor, and one of our things during our training was to learn proper CPR, just in case any of our clients ever had to deal with an emergency. Clark is actually a registered nurse, and Romel is, I believe he took nursing before, but he didn't finish.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, he's required to know how to administer CPR.
So she was in the bathroom. She was supposed to be.
Yes, she was in the bathtub actually. According to the stories of my friends, and she decided to sleep there because she was vomiting as early as 6:38 a.m. There's actually a picture that went viral of her kneeling in front of the toilet and giving the peace sign like this, because she started to vomit, and she didn't want to stay in the bed because she felt that she was just going to vomit on it. So she said, "I'll just stay in the bathtub." And so one of them at first, Clark told me that he placed a bathrobe on her head as a pillow around 9 a.m. Zhao, the other guy who was about to leave, and tried to convince her to get out of the bathtub, but she didn't want to. She kept on shooing him away, so he decided to just leave her with a pillow. And around 10 a.m., Rom tried to wake her up so they could go home, but she just kept on doing this, swatting him away. And so he decided to let her sleep a bit more, and actually placed a blanket over her. We discovered her. Well, Rom discovered her around 12 noon. Yeah.
So she was clothed. She had her clothes on. Yeah, and that's it. And she was the only girl. Is that it? She was the only girl in the party.
I'm not quite sure if it was intentional. I think it's because I think they invited like one or two more girls. I'm not sure, but I think they weren't able to come because there were people when I arrived there. They were actually calling certain people video call, and some of them are girls. So I'm guessing they couldn't come, so they were just saying hi to those people. But yeah, it was mostly girls, mostly guys. Yeah, gay guys.
Mostly guys. Yeah, There you said the word, gay guys.
Yes.
Everybody's gay, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought, and we were saying in the beginning, and it's like, it doesn't match. You know, it doesn't make sense. Actually, I know some people that went in the radio from gay organizations talking very strongly against what the police was saying. Now that when a gay gets drunk, he's not gay anymore. Wow, miracle pill pala. Okay, what's happening here?
Yep.
So that's in the beginning I thought maybe that's what I told Charlie directly. It's like, I think the police is doing this to try. That's my first thought. I'm not saying this is true. It's trying to get money from these people. You know, it's trying to extort.
I can honestly, I don't know what to say about that. Let's just say
when they stop me in the street, there's always some pause here and there, like waiting for something to come out of my pocket.
Yes. Well,
that's when they stop me because I'm white.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually,
if you guys are like rich, and the police is
not
poor.
Actually, no. Actually, no. Here's okay. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. There's actually a story behind it, and I think there's already enough proof online and in interviews on the side of Tin's family. Mm-hmm. There's one in particular, a doctora Marichi Ramos, I think, even admitted that, you know, when she arrived at the police station, she was told that there was no foul play. And so for me, even the investigators were already like, they had no intention of detaining us. That's the truth. I thought that's why I was let go. They had no intention of detaining us. And plus my last name is De Guzman. So they never thought I was rich. They never knew who my mom was, you know. And I didn't plan on telling them, you know, because I didn't want my mom to involve. But when her name eventually got involved, that's when I came out to the media. So there's a lot of details that I guess I'm not at liberty to say, on the grounds that maybe they'll just talk about it later on in probably the court. But there's a lot happened. There was a lot of back stories that I'm not really at liberty to say right now.
My gosh, but first they say everything's okay, it's normal, and then the next thing, there's a case. So, you know, it's like I'm forced to think. You know, it's like why? Whose
I'm at
intention
liberty to say? Yeah, what I'm at liberty to say, there was someone who did pull strings, and I guess, wanted something to come out of this. And that's what we know. That's, I'm trying to phrase it in such a way that I don't get in trouble, but
yeah, it's complicated because there's still a
there
court
really,
case.
there really
Pala.
was, yeah. Actually, it's not yet in court. That's why it's actually in the prosecutor's office. So in the fiscal's office, actually, basically they're looking at whether the case has merits, like it can actually go to court. If they deem there's not enough evidence, like the last time, they will reject it and not let it go to court.
Yeah, I understood it was already
So
rejected.
yeah, that's where we are right now.
So after they
The first
rejected
time,
it,
yes.
they retried. They retried to. That's the family. I understand also in the family side, like they cannot understand, so they're searching for something maybe to peace their mind in some other way. Because if it wasn't her fault, it would be simpler to
Someone
think about.
else's, yeah. But I would, before I always said that I understood. I understood a mother's pain. I understood that she needed answers. But when you ruin the lives of 11 people for those answers, when you ruin their families' lives, when you take away so much from them, even their dignity, that's too much. There should be a line where you draw. There should be a line you draw between finding the answers and justice and ruining people's lives. That is why we have the justice system supposed to be. We allow the justice system to, be implemented to implement justice for us. Because, due process of law. Because if we just rush into accusing people of this crime or that crime, lives are ruined, and you can never take that back.
It's true. What they have done to you guys, that's irreversible. Actually, everyone saw you, and still people, even if I'm on your side, some people will always think, what if?
There's always a what if, because they think they can know better, but I'm here to tell you there was nothing. I'm the type of person who will fight for justice, and if there was something, I would say it. But there's nothing.
The thing is,
there's really nothing there.
The Filipino justice system, and I can say this because I'm a Filipino too. I don't know. At this point in history, I still don't trust the police enough, or the justice, or I have to say the political system or anything. I cannot. I would like to trust, but this is not. I was going to say Europe or the States or something. Not even there. It doesn't even work over there properly. So imagine here. So that makes it scary, because maybe certain amount of money can make everything turn around and to benefit someone.
You know what? That's what I also realized, that it's true what they say in the Philippines. Justice is only for people with money, and if we didn't have money, we wouldn't even find justice, because someone already pulled out their strings, they pulled out their cards, and it's really about power and connections. And it's just, it's very disheartening. Even I'm still trying to, wrap my brain around it, what just happened, how unfair everything was. So I understand. It's really messed up.
Yeah, and the Philippine police now kind of needs to save face also. I'm thinking that, no? It's like, if everything goes, it's dismissed, they look a little tanga if that happens. So they don't want to. Yeah, so more politics involved there.
Yeah. Honestly, if someone didn't pull strings, someone didn't pull connections, if they just waited for the autopsy report to come out properly, this wouldn't have happened. If they just didn't set something up, this wouldn't have happened. As early as January 2, the day after, the death certificate came out, and literally it said there, ruptured aortic aneurysm. But someone had to say, well, aneurysm can be triggered by rape. But because she was a doctor, but some doctors said, no, it can't. It's not.
It's not connected.
Someone was just wanted this to be true. Someone wanted it to be true. And they were
because it sounds better. I mean, quote unquote, it's the sympathy. Unblaming. It's unblaming.
I'm blaming someone.
It was a party it happened because of natural
causes. I'm even here to say that the party was actually very, very clean. It was a simple party. People had food. People brought food. People brought their own booze. Some people even exchanged gifts. It was that type of party. It wasn't how dirty or how sleazy people made it out to be. I'm sure people have seen the clips of the selfie videos that some of them took already. It's a simple, innocent party of a group of friends gathering and having fun and just having the time of their lives, dancing to Blackpink and this and that. So it's so sad that everything had to be taken out of context. People had to speculate and this and that when there was really nothing.
Also, I'm thinking that there was some articles asking for a fault on the hotel, because why did the hotel allow a party in times of social distancing? So maybe the hotel is also somehow pressuring also because they also want to save face. So if someone pressures the hotel supports that people, because I'm going to blame you. You're going to be in the case also. So of course the hotel wants to wash their hands also. So there are many factors there into play. And also some people say, maybe this is a distraction from what's happening in politics. It's the new scandal because in the Philippines, we're kind of chismoso. Yeah, it sells. So everyone's behind it.
Between you and me, I've heard a lot of stories, things that I'm not at liberty to say, because they're purely, hearsay or speculation. But yeah, I've heard those stories as well. And I'm inclined to believe some and not believe some. So it's really hard nowadays because everybody has an opinion. Everybody has something to say, so we don't really, the more people have an opinion about a certain issue, the more the truth actually just gets covered up or clouded, So I think before we actually spew all these accusations and theories, I think we really need to step back and think exactly what the consequences of our speculation will turn out, will give into the overall issue,
Would the family be happy with the money, or would or they want to see some of you guys in jail?
I don't know. I think that's what they want. Because from what I hear, they have received money from politicians
to support them.
People who gave them, as when you lose someone, it's like what do you call that? Yeah. So I know they've gotten millions already.
And they want to go after you guys. You think they got millions? Yeah, go here, right. Fight, so you can fight it. Yeah. This is my sympathy. I'll give you money so you can fight your cause, so you can have peace.
We don't know
for you guys.
My gosh, we don't know. But this was before I actually came out of the media to the media. That's what we found out. This was before I actually did the interview and even the autopsy report came out. So politicians already went ahead and gave them gifts long before. Even the day before the whole issue broke out. I mean, so yeah.
Yeah. You guys on your side, you're collecting funds to help you with.
No one's helping. Yeah, the only type of help we've ever received is support from people, messages. The fund, people funding us. Actually, not me. I'm actually not included in the Fund the Truth. It's actually for my friends, the four of them, because they actually were the ones who don't have money to pay for the lawyer or anything. Meanwhile, I can at least afford my lawyer. So
each of you has a different lawyer.
No, we have the same lawyer. It's just that we are given this different fees as a favor to me. They were given a way just to help them out, So yeah, that's all I can say.
Some of them have a lower fee. Still, they're having a hard time to pay it, right?
Yeah.
So you guys put
actually,
a fund.
All of them have a lower fee, so that they have an.
Yeah, so you guys created the fund. What's the name of the fund? So people.
Sorry, what did you say?
People who want to support you guys. What's the name of the fund?
Fund the Truth. Yes, yeah, because
Fund of Truth.
It's on Facebook page called Fund the Truth. Yes, that's what the org is. It's headed by Project Tahina, and they are people who volunteered to help us raise the funds, creating the T-shirts and coordinating the people, and they've been a big help. Honestly, they've been a big help, and I've been supportive all the way. Because if I had the money, I would pay for it myself. But the truth is, I don't. I really don't.
So who are these people? Who's this organization? Why are they helping you? What do they do normally?
I believe Project Tahina does. They sell products that are created by. I forgot. It helps a certain charity. Actually, they're very charity oriented.
It's an NGO. It's really an NGO.
I'm not sure if it's an NGO exactly, but yes, it is a charity organization that sells items through Lazada and Shopee, and that the proceeds go to the charitable organization.
Okay, we'll search and we'll post that in the show notes. I just can tell you that I'm supporting you. I'm supporting you guys. I believe, and I feel for the family. Okay, of Christine Dacera. I don't know them, and I totally feel. It's a terrible thing to happen, and I think it happens a lot out there. People party or whatever. Or people have some sickness, especially now. There's so many random surprises of people dying, and we don't have to blame other things. It's like it just happens. It's like you could say malas. It's super malas and it's super painful, and I so understand that. And of course, I understand that you might be. I'm getting into zones I shouldn't be getting, but I understand your pain and that you're looking for to blame or to get back to it somehow or fight for your daughter. I get that. I super get that. Thing is, I like what Gigo you were saying is like these other 11 young guys, friends of your daughter, also have mothers and lives ahead. And random thought, if Christine was partying with these 11 guys, it's because she liked them. She went there by her own foot to party, to have a very special night, the big party of the year. She chose this group of 11 guys that obviously she trusted. That's why she went there. Yeah. And she partied and she spent her money getting the hotel room to treat these guys. So these guys are her friends who love her also. So let's just let that. It just came and let that sink around there, man. So, Gigo, any last message there?
Well, one is that I'd like to honestly thank people who rushed right away to defend us, you in particular, and of course Charlie. And it was very overwhelming, to see all friends and family and everybody just defend you because they knew who you were. It really meant a lot, especially at a very dark time. To the family of Christine, I hope one day we can put everything behind us. I think enough pain has been felt, enough damage has been created, and enough is enough. I think we should put it to rest and leave it behind us. There's nothing to gain out of this but more hurt and more damage. And to everyone else, I guess I just want to again thank also the supporters who have been beside us 100% ever since. We wouldn't have made it through without you guys. The love that you have showered us with, the belief. It wasn't easy. It was really not easy. It was a very scary moment, and sometimes recalling it just makes me but we will get through this. We're still a long way to go for us emotionally, and but we'll get through this. So yeah, I guess that's it.
All right, man. We'll follow an update and support, man. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye. See you soon.
Thanks.
Bye. Thank you, Gigo.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.